Kanye West drops the music video for Famous, and oh man, quite the controversy. The music video depicts 12 naked celebrities in bed together. We see Kanye West, we see his wife Kim Kardashian, Taylor Swift, Caitlyn Jenner, Amber Rose, Ray J, Rihanna, Chris Brown, Bill Cosby, Anna Wintour, Donald Trump, and George W. Bush. Now, it's believed that most of those individuals are wax figures. However, Kanye West has declined to say if some of them have posed, if all of them are wax figures, if it's a mixture of the two. And also, Kanye West, he took inspiration for the visual from Vincent Desiderio's famous sleep painting. He also told Vanity Fair that this was his comment on Fame, and that, quote, "We were very careful with shots that had something sexual to take them out." Thoughts, 5 words or less?
Yay, slumber party.
A controversial awakening.
George Bush f***ed us all. You know, politics.
Kanye couldn't give a sheet.
No.
2 points for Sam.
She's
on
back.
that
That was great. She is back, everyone.
Stop it right now.
She
just
went
set
to
the bar.
intensive training for puns in Germany.
That's
what
where
she
it really
doing.
was.
This is how we make jokes.
Okay, so a lot of people gave him praise, saying that this was genius, the depiction, like this modern twist on that painting, while there was a lot of criticism for not getting consent for even if they were wax figures, for the naked portrayals of like a Taylor Swift. So let me read really quickly some of the tweets. We have a few in regard to Taylor. Kanye's fixation on Taylor Swift is disturbing. Someone else, Kanye is rotten. I don't know about his voice skills, but his behavior is offensive not only to Taylor, but also to women. While other people chimed in saying, everyone's talking about Kanye putting Taylor in his disgusting music video, but I haven't seen anyone talking about Rihanna and her abuser, as well as Bill Cosby. What do you guys think about this? Do you guys think that this was genius, or do you think that it's not, and it's, as people are calling it, some people are calling it disgusting?
I think it's genius. I think it's absolutely at least a coherent argument on his point, on his behalf, because he's saying, listen, it is a club. It is, incestuous. You are looking at us like pieces of meat a lot of the time, and like it's really creepy. This whole way that everyone's in this fishbowl, you might as well be watching them sleep.
Just watching you sleep. Why? Makes me feel peaceful.
I think there's a lot of different angles you can come at it from, and humanizing them to say that they all do sleep, but in this weird fantasy version that everyone has, where they're all sleeping together.
Mm-hmm. Right, and I agree with the sort of vulnerability that this video showed with them sleeping. It's really sort of profound in the sense that I don't know if I ever even thought about Chris Brown or Bill Cosby and Donald Trump sleeping.
People who are with Bill Cosby are often unconscious.
Oh, God.
And it's possible
I walked
that
myself
all these
into
celebrities
that.
were posing for this. It's just that Bill Cosby gave them drinks first. And now we don't have to do those kinds of jokes anymore. We can just move right on.
Yes.
See, I think I would have liked it a lot better if he chose different celebrities. I think that he purposely chose these people that he has an issue with almost every single one of them. So he was doing it to get a rise out of them on top of proving a point about, sexuality with celebrities, how we're infatuated by them. I just hate, you have to put Amber Rose in, who you just had this whole battle on Twitter with. You have to obviously put, Taylor in. What about just doing your friends? Or, because he said, I think there was a quote where he said that he showed it to some of his friends and they wanted to be in the video.
That's right.
So why don't you just put those people in? Because it's just typical Kanye wanting to start shit. And that's what he did.
Well, he
it's
had
annoying a little bit.
Rihanna in there, who is a collaborator.
Right.
Yeah.
And then and a friend, we can assume. And then Chris Brown actually has responded about the video, just kind of making a joke at it. He's clearly not bothered by it. And then I don't know if he's ever had any interaction with Donald Trump, do we know of? I mean, I can imagine that Kanye would have issue with him, but it's not sort of a direct confrontation that we can associate with.
People that have had a lot of controversy surrounding them, have clearly been in the, as you put it, like in this fishbowl, this celebrity. And I think what's really interesting, you brought up vulnerability. I was watching an interview of the artist of the sleep painting. His name, again, is Vincent Desiderio. And his initial inspiration for his sleep painting was showing the vulnerability of people when they sleep.
Yeah.
So that's really interesting, too, just showcasing that, one, that we are all the same, even though we put celebrity on a pedestal, but two, they're vulnerable people.
Yeah, and I think what we also need to talk about is this art? Because Kanye very much wants to be sued. He asked
Yeah.
on Twitter, he's like, why isn't someone suing me? And I think that he wants to argue why this is art and why this is sort of free expression. I think he is really, really wanting to make that case. So do we think that, I mean, I would say that it's got to be art, but is there an argument here? Is it just...
Well, the counter to that is people are saying that he should have gotten the consent. Because it was the portrayal of their nude bodies.
Yeah, I don't think you need consent in that situation because it's pretty clear that these are wax figures and you're not taking any. I think it'd be worse if it was like photos of them actually sleeping from stalkers taking them from windows. I think this is so clear. And so on one end, it should be credit to Kanye for making it that clear where no one's like, you know what, you asshole, and what a trap it's laying for people who do sue him.
That's what I think
Right.
he's waiting on.
Yeah, and
Well, he's
it's just
confident.
because everyone's like, "Oh, that's actually a really good thing you did," and I know those aren't Taylor Swift's boobies. So,
And how do you know that?
Because it's a wax figure. Because her boobies are made of gold.
Their previous relationship.
Oh, that's
so.
right. I
think
forgot
he
about that.
set it up to like, so if people do sue him, it's going to be kind of looked more taboo than if people just like let it go and let it be something as, okay, he did this is cool, this is awesome. I think people are going to get a lot more slack if they sue him, which is kind of interesting.
That is interesting. Some people are speculative, saying that perhaps a few of the people posed, whether it was Kim, whether it was Caitlyn. And people pointing to the fact that you can see Caitlyn Jenner breathing, but that could have been done in post-production.
Or
I don't
just
know.
with a
anything.
balloon.
Oh, with like the wax figure? Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. It's interesting.
I was
but
staring at that video, seeing if I could see the chest going in and out. And I was just like looking so closely, and I finally saw it.
Especially with Rihanna because she has such distinctive tattoos. So and I know that they've worked together. So I was thinking maybe Rihanna might do it. Rihanna might be
See
real.
all of her body on. I was like, which one's Rihanna? Oh, the one with the tattoo under the boobs, because I've seen her pose for that photo.
yeah.
I love that what goes into it because like I don't think anyone's seen Taylor Swift's nipples, but someone has to decide like what is the reasonable size for Taylor Swift's nipples when I make this. Like there's a lot of like, do you think she has big nipples or little nipples? Giant like nipples and areola. What's the ratio there? And they had a meeting about that, and I like that.
And you wish you were in that
And
meeting.
I have a lot to chime in because actually I could see her house from a house I used to live in.
I think it's interesting that we're talking so much about Taylor Swift's nipples, and then we're not talking about Rihanna because of how different their
Brands are.
Yeah, their brands are, and that's been Rihanna's choice. That's been Taylor's choice, and that doesn't.
Right.
I'm not saying that one of them is right and one of them is wrong, but there was way more of a shock value to the fact that Taylor, oh my God, she has boobs, and we're seeing these fake boobs on a not real Taylor Swift, whereas Rihanna, it was like, yeah, she looks great. Rihanna looks good. I've always liked her tats.
But it also had to do with, I agree with you, but it also had to do with the controversy between her and Kanye.
right, and you know
And the
that she
lyrics
didn't
in the song.
consent to that.
And
You
the
know,
lyrics in the
yeah.
song. Yeah.
And that
Okay.
she's right by Kanye too. Oh, there's so much to talk
Here's
about.
the problem that I have
Final
is like
thought.
one of those assholes snores, and that's what was frustrating. I
Yes.
couldn't hear it. It was all like very
And it was
peaceful
Anna
breathing.
Wintour. Let's not
Yeah.
All right, please leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe. See you next time on Pop Sugar.